Since the firing of Coach Matt Rule just the other day, social media has been set ablaze with potential trade rumors involving the Carolina Panthers' most impactful players. In this first of two videos, I am going to provide you all with a tier list of who I believe is untouchable and who can get their ass out of here right now, and everybody else on the spectrum in between. And we're going to get right into that right after this.
I'm from the foe, you dig?
Welcome back to The Way I See It with Jamario Rashad. This is a Carolina Panthers and Charlotte Hornet fan channel, so please go ahead and do me a favor and leave me a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I bring you fire content each and every day, and I am on my road to 1K subscribers, so make sure you help me on that. I am trying to get monetized. Now, diving right into the topic of the video. The first highlighted player that, of course, we are going to talk about is already on the tier list, and that would be Mr. CJ Henderson. He has been on the team for a year and a half now, and he is one of our least impactful cornerbacks that we have on the entire roster. As you can see, I have already placed him in the category of get his ass out of here now, because CJ Henderson accounts for at least one penalty per game, one PI. He gets his ass burnt at least once per game, and something that I never thought was even possible for a cornerback that allows a lot of catches. He never even brought a guy down last week. He registered zero sacks. I mean, not zero sacks, zero stats, zero statistics overall in an NFL game, and he accounted for over half the snaps. CJ Henderson can get his ass out of here now. Now, moving on to the guy at the top. He is actually one of my favorite Panthers because he has actually been on the team with, been on the ride with the team since the glory days back in the Cam Newton era, back during the Super Bowl. This is actually one of a top 10, potentially top 5 linebacker in Carolina Panthers history. That is Shaq Thompson. But at this point in his career, I would have to say Shaq is on the back end, and his better days are probably behind him. So as much as this pains me, I am going to have to put him in the promising but tradable, because Shaq he isn't the guy that he used to be anymore. So I'm gonna try to get through these a little bit faster so this video doesn't be too long. So the next guy you see is big number 95. Derek Brown. If you've been watching the channel, you know that I have been super critical of this guy. Even I have been on the Derek Brown as a bus train, but this year he has absolutely popped off the screen in several games, and he has absolutely been a monster through the last 3 years. And just giving my analysis on the current state of the NFL, like at least 4 of the last 5 Super Bowl winners has had a dominant D tackle in the middle of their defense, be it last year with Aaron Donald, the year before with Vita Vea, Chris Jones, Fletcher Cox. So with that being said, I have to say right now, with the way that he is playing, big Derek Brown is going to have to be a untouchable for me. I am changing my tune, and I am actually a fan now. So shout out to you, Derek Brown. Now the next guy, one of our edge rushers, and this is Yetur Gross-Matos. He was actually picked a few years ago ahead of some very impactful players in the league that we passed up on, who shall not be named in this video. But in my opinion, Yetur, he is nothing special. We would not miss him if he got traded. I know a lot of people may say, oh, he needs time and all this, that, and the third. I honestly don't care. I'm not a Yetur fan. He has not... with the absence of Hassan Reddick this year, and his increased number of snaps, he has not shown me anything to say that he is going to improve in the future, and he has not improved with his increased role this year. So Yetur, We wouldn't miss him if we traded him. Now, moving on to this guy right here. He has been, in my opinion, the absolute MVP of the defense this year. This is Mr. Frankie Louvu, one of our leading tacklers for loss. He has been a monster from his linebacker position, stopping the run and even registering a few sacks. But with the current state of what the team is, I honestly have to I can't decide on Frankie, man. I am going to put him right in between untouchable and he got that dog in him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Frankie got that dog in him, man. But I can't necessarily say that he is untouchable, man. But so I'm gonna have to leave Frankie. I'm gonna have to leave Frankie right there in the middle. He's untouchable because he got that dog in him, man. So we're gonna leave him right there on the precipice of being untouchable. But hey, I don't know, man. So moving on, we have Jeremy Chin. Like, this guy has been an absolute monster since his rookie year. He got drafted the same year as Derrick Brown, and up until this year, he absolutely looked like he should have been drafted higher than Derrick Brown. But with that being said, I cannot say that the production that he has put out is absolutely irreplaceable. So I am going to have to put him in the he got that dog in him category. So to explain this a little bit further, that he got that dog in him, these are some of the better, if not the best players on the team. But whether it be because of their position or just their overall production, I love the way that they play. I love them being in a Panthers jersey. But I would be lying if I said that we could not replace them with a young player. Even though Jeremy Chin is a young player himself, I am going to say that he is not completely untouchable. But if he comes back and has another great year like he has in the past, I will say that he has the potential to move into the untouchable category. But as of right now, he is not. Moving forward, I don't even know if I really have to discuss this. I saw some dummies straight giving analysis on what we could get or who we should. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. We got the Spider-Man himself, Brian Burns, my boy. He is absolutely untouchable. I don't care what anybody says. We have not, the Panthers have produced some very good pass rushers since we had JP back in the day, but I don't see any of them being as potentially good as this guy is, as young as he is, as quick as he is, already voted by his peers as a top 100 player in the NFL. Brian Burns, what else can I say about you? Of course you're untouchable, my guy. Anybody else that says differently is absolutely crazy. Now, moving on. We have our young go-getter who is absolutely, I think he has the highest or one of the highest PFF defensive grades of all of our players on the team this year, and top 5, maybe top 3 of all corners in the league so far. Still only played about 10 games in the league in his entire career. We got the young go-getter J.C. Horn, and we absolutely, I'm pretty sure agree that this guy is absolutely untouchable. He is going to be one of the keys to our defense moving forward. We passed on a QB last year in Justin Fields to go get him, and he is showing us why he was a good pick. And there's nothing else that I really need to say about him. J.C. Horn is untouchable, and I don't really want to hear anything else about him. Moving on to the corner on the other side, who we actually paid recently over this offseason. Please go back and see my previous video about Hassan Reddick. You will get a lot of information about how I feel about Dante Jackson as well. Dante Jackson has been okay since he's been a Carolina Panther. He was supposed to come in and take over for Josh Norman after he moved out. He has never been able to actually fill that travel role, that lockdown role. He is very fast, and that is very much his strong suit. But I am not very high on Dante Jackson as I was in his first few years. So I am going to have to move him in the same category as Shaq Thompson. These guys had their day. I saw the promise. The team itself was not able to hit the heights when they were at their heights, even though some may argue Dante Jackson is still well within his. I think he is very much tradable and replaceable. Same with the next guy we have here, Xavier Woods. I believe this is his first year with the team. He is one of the leading tacklers. He has been one of the more sure tacklers when it comes to the secondary. I'm very glad that he's on the team, but honestly, what he puts out, he is not on Jeremy Chin's level, in my opinion. So I will say trading him is like, okay, who cares? Moving on, we have our one of our other pass rushers, first year pass rusher Matt Ioannidis. He has actually quietly had a very good year for the Carolina Panthers, but he is not a hometown guy. I don't have too much tape on him, and he doesn't pop off the screen every game. So with that being said, I can't put him over mid tier over meh. So I'm going to place him mid tier as well in the promising but tradable category, and that's where we're gonna leave him. Now moving on to the final guy on this video, we are going to talk about our new linebacker, Damian Wilson, who is actually traditionally been in his career been an outside linebacker, but he has been more so in the middle for us this year, as we don't have anybody serving that role. He absolutely balled out last game. Had about almost 10 solo tackles, a bunch of tackles for loss. And I provided him with a He Got Game award. If you did not see that video, another shameless plug, go back and see my Week 5 awards for the Panthers. So with that being said, I am going to put him on the precipice of he got that dog in him and promising but tradable, because my guy, I believe he is the type of player that we need in this physical defense, being able to stop the run and actually having the versatility to also be able to rush the passer. But with that being said, I haven't seen enough from him to just say that, man, that guy has that complete dog in him. But I have seen some dogs, so that's how I'm going to categorize that, man. But with that being said, that is the list. What do you all think? Who should have been placed where? Am I wrong? Are there more untouchables? Are there some untouchables I'm wrong about? You all, please leave your comments below. Make sure to subscribe. And remember, I'm on my road to 1K. So, hey, please help me out. That'd be greatly appreciated. I am up over 200 subscribers in the last month. You all have been absolutely incredible. If you are a returning viewer, I truly appreciate you. I would not be here without you. And with that being said, man, I appreciate you all for giving me your time. Once again, I am Jamario Rashad. This is the way I see it, and I'm out. Peace.